Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities hit show.
Very well. Where do I begin?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
You're lucky to be here.
Thank you, sir. Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show.
This is going to be amazing and epic and wonderful.
Looks like the rules have changed.
Live from the Twin Cities.
I can't believe this. They're everywhere.
Is this going to be the big one? Is this going to be one we can't contain?
It's the Twin Cities hit show.
This isn't about being a hero. This is about us. This is about our family. What do we do now? We fight. One by one, I'll beat you down. Oh, hell no.
Let's get this hit show started.
Hands together. Hands together. Hands together. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Made it to Thursday. Got a big show. We like to make our guests feel welcome by misspelling their names, Chuck.
Fat fingers.
Chuck.
Fat fingers. The D is next to the F.
We got Greg Coleman's name
Winfield.
right, though, right?
You're Winfield now.
You know what? You're right. The D is next to the F.
Yeah, I got fat finger. I'm always in a hurry.
You might get a pass on that one.
Yeah. I don't. I'm a cop. I justify everything I do.
Or this might be the shortest interview ever. No, he looks happy.
I've had enough.
I'm out of here.
Man, I'm tired of this, man. This is my next stage of life, man, where I walk out on interviews.
You hit that stage. That's awesome.
Tip over chairs on the way out, kick the door.
Rusty's been doing that for years.
Yeah, that's because I'm immature. Greg Coleman in the house as well. Greg, how you doing?
I'm well.
And we have Mike E Winfield.
Mike E Winfield in the building.
Damn it.
Yeah,
correction, that's Winfield. You're going to have to get that right for the rest of the interview. Or,
yeah. Can we? Can we
thanks.
please?
Appreciate that.
Now, when we talk to you, do we include the E always?
Always, yeah.
It's not
Mike.
just Mike.
Yeah.
It's
And it's
Mike
not
E.
Mikey either. It's
Right.
Mike, and you got to put a brief pause or I don't respond.
Little half of breath. Mike E.
There we have it. There we have it right,
right.
there.
Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of Mike Winfields. So
Are
that's
there
actually
really?
like on the Twitter.
Oh, no
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to be careful.
Yeah,
you could edit.
man.
One of them's like a really white business dude, so you do not want to
Serious?
put his page. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I just don't want no one thinking I'm the dude from Police Academy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. They ain't show up to the show waiting for me to make noises and stuff, man. And then they watch the entire set like, you didn't want to do one damn noise.
This was so dumb. I want my money back.
What's Tackleberry up to? Where's Too Tall Jones? I got to watch out for all that stuff. So I throw the E in, which is my actual initial, and it gives it a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the guy's name?
They
The
gotta
guy?
say it all.
The sound effect guy? What was
That's
his name?
Mike Winfield.
It was?
Winslow. He was
Winslow.
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 Yeah.
He just showed up on my Facebook timeline this summer doing a guitar sound effect to Led Zeppelin that was actually quite amazing.
Everything he does is quite amazing.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like him and Rozelle are like
Everything?
the best at that.
I feel like we're overstepping when we say everything he does is amazing. We don't know what he does personally.
Nah, no, I don't know.
He might be
I've
a real
seen
fucker.
photos of him. I thought he looked amazing in those. And
He was good in Spaceballs with his one sound effect over and over and over, the radar thing. Yeah.
why can't we
I
just
could've
say
done
everything he does amazing?
I don't know. He could be horrible in bed. He could be bad with credit.
True. He could smack women or something.
Yeah,
But what
yeah.
if he does it with a sound effect?
wait a second.
Makes it sound much worse than it is. You're not even that hurt.
That hurt, but it's funny. Hit me again.
Don't worry, I called the cops. The cops never show up. He's in the other room doing
All
the siren.
Let's change the subject. We're in a sensitive time in America right now.
Yeah, I didn't know he played pro sports. Hello.
Oh, damn, that's messed up.
Well, it's slightly accurate. Mike E, you're in town. You're going to be. You're at. You worked it last night.
Yeah, I'm at Acme. I'm chilling here, looking for a beautiful woman to come to my hotel room.
Nice.
That's very trustworthy and won't make any noise when my wife calls. I'm joking.
So
Make all the
Caitlyn.
noise you want.
So Caitlyn Jenner, if you're listening,
Where are you?
what did you think of Caitlyn Jenner in the ESPY Awards?
Oh yeah, that's great when anyone can have a great emotional speech when they get an award. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Greg,
Yeah.
were you down with it? You were like, that's okay? Or
I guess I don't know. I didn't watch it. I saw people were complaining that like, oh, why didn't the soldiers get it or something
Yeah.
like that? So I figure if anything, they could have presented Caitlyn with something and have her present it to the soldiers. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's stupid when you are actually like comparing people's courage and some shit like that, right? Like, yo, everybody's courageable. Everybody did what they have to do to be nominated. How about we just nominate all these people? And like, not one's more shining than the other. So.
Yeah, it's like getting upset because the Miss America got a crown. Well, what about the soldier with no legs? He wants a crown. It's like they're two different competitions.
He signed up for that. He knew there'd be fun.
We're not dissing the soldier because this.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, they shouldn't even done. They shouldn't put themselves in that position. Just like, yo, if you're gonna nominate 4 people for a courage award, just be like, yo, we recognize and honor all you people for courage. Blah blah blah. Let's give it to you. Here's a.
Why did one have to win?
Yeah,
that's
right.
what you're saying,
and then especially if you're gonna do it with one where there's so much controversy, and especially the social media stuff, and people talking about our attention verse, an American soldier who gave his life. Rah, 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 rah. I was like, yo, just avoid it all and just be like, yo, everybody's courageable. Good job.
But see, that leads me to believe that that's why everyone is in it for the attention.
Yeah. Right?
You know, that's why the ESPYs were in it for the attention.
Yeah.
Where do they get the most buzz by selecting who?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Because I don't even know that other person's name who lost a leg. Right? I don't know your name.
And don't care.
Wait, no, it was Lauryn Hill. Was it Lauryn Hill? It wasn't the Lauryn Hill, but there's another Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, there's an athletic Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, less athletic now. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's still more than the other Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
That other Lauryn Hill only ran from like taxes.
We have
is that more success? Let me get away from that.
Killing me with your taxes.
We have sound from a young gentleman who I don't know if it was an award, but it's
is it Mike E Winfield?
It's kind of like winning the lottery. Listen to how excited this guy is.
Oh man, I just got on stage. I just got off with my network television debut. I just walked off David Letterman's stage. Woo! Look, I still had the cue cards. It says all this stuff about, he'll be appearing here and whatever. Give it up.
That's you.
Oh,
I was a young, impressionable comic then.
That was only 5 years ago.
So long ago.
5 years.
In comedy life, that's like 25 years.
Yeah. You know what? Really enjoyable experience, man. Dave Letterman, he was all good.
I love that video because, you could tell it was a
fresh.
moment.
Yeah, it was a moment. Right.
You had hope in your eyes. You really
I
did.
did. I had that.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Everything's going to be fun. Now he gets it.
Do we have the clip from Arsenio?
When I came off of there, I'm like, what the hell, man? Why y'all give me the light so quick? What is R. Kelly singing about in that other room? Why did we do a Mandela tribute on the night I'm with? It was the saddest show ever, man. They did a Mandela tribute, and then they were like, oh, people were crying. They were like, yo, you ready for some comedy? The audience were like, we're not. We aren't ready for that.
Totally not. So what do you do? You just got to plow ahead, or do you alter the jokes? Or
I had to go in front of an audience, in front of R. Kelly's audience. So I had all these old black women that were sad. Because they just heard some love music, man. I was like, all right, Mike, this is what stories are made of.
I just love the fact that he asked you everything that you just talked about.
Arsenio didn't listen to my set at all.
Well, that's a shot.
He was over there laughing when he saw the audience laughing. Yeah. He was like, ha, 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 ha. And then when he came over, he asked me all these questions, man. And it was like, oh,
it
you
was
really?
just in my set. So your wife is older than you. I just talked about it for 2 minutes, Arsenio.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's amazing he got canceled.
Yeah.
No, good guy. Really good guy, man. I was waiting for he got the second season. They pulled it from him. That's why, man, I don't trust anything.
Mm-hmm.
He had, it was an awkward interview when he had Prince on. Well, Prince is Prince, so it's difficult to ask
He is Prince.
questions anyway.
How are you not awkward interviewing Prince, though?
Yeah.
I got to look into his eyes.
You wouldn't care?
No. Yeah, right.
Whatever.
I got to come in this room. You would melt.
I probably would melt.
Exactly.
I'd consider.
I got a chance to interview him once, and it was weird in that he wouldn't let me tape it or videotape it because he said you could edit it. And I'm like, well, I got a live truck out front. Let's just do it live. And he's no.
He just didn't want to do the interview.
Well, we chatted for like 20 minutes, half hour, and it was talking about freaking deer in his yard and anything but what I wanted to talk about.
Deer in his yard.
Prince problems.
Do you have elk running through your yard?
So he just he did that song about Baltimore. You grew up in Baltimore. Now there's a music video out. Have you heard the song Baltimore?
No, I heard about it, and I know it's after the Freddie Gray stuff. That's
Yeah.
when,
Yeah. So
is this it?
This is it.
Oh,
Isn't it a little too snappy for a Baltimore riot song?
it's pretty uplifting, but that's what Baltimore needs right now.
Yeah.
A lot of uplifting.
You don't need a Young Jeezy Baltimore track. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you don't need an anger song. You need a unity song.
Yeah.
So yeah, Prince wrote a song about Baltimore. How long did you live there?
Man, I graduated high school and I dipped. So I was there my entire life after that. I mean, before that. Yeah, man. So,
And could you see this coming? I mean, what was it like?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, Baltimore, man, family shot and killed, man. It was like hardcore lifestyle, you know, and my mom tried her best to keep us out of it, but man, you never know what your kids are doing and what they see, man. I've seen all types of stuff. This dude used to cut my hair. One day he was like, "Hey, dude, you want to see something?" It was like a Boys in the Hood scene. Right? Don't! I go upstairs. He pulls up the couch. It's all these glots under the couch. I'm like, whoa! I'm not finished. I left. I didn't even finish getting my hair cut.
That's why you got an afro now. Like, I'm never going back to the barber
Get out
shop.
of there. Yeah. The things you see, man. I got chased home a bunch of times, man, but that's because I was talking crap.
I was going to say, did you use comedy to get out of it? Or it sounds like it got you in trouble a few times.
Man, I remember I used to talk crap, man. If I was with people, I talked a lot. Yeah.
And you're alive?
Yeah, man. Because I'm fast, too.
Okay.
Yeah, I could run. I used to run.
Well, this is Prince's song for Baltimore.
You know you got to pay him now. You paid it longer than 45 seconds.
No, we're talking over it. We're messing it up.
We'll have our lawyer look into that.
Are you a fan?
That's what it is.
I know it's radio.
I'm definitely a fan. And if you play anything enough, you'll force people to like it.
Yeah. Well, now that's not a compliment.
Well, maybe I like it now and just haven't heard it enough. That's the reverse.
I just don't know yet.
You're saying all those Al-Qaeda torture people, they are like buying into Metallica now.
Huh?
All those ISIS people we torture with...
The American soldiers are listening to Metallica, so I'm pretty sure that the
yeah.
ISIS soldiers listen to Metallica too.
Getting all crazy before they got to go out there.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. Like, I don't support it, but, you know, I mean, hell, I was
They're not
playing
playing
football, and I wasn't killing anybody.
Yeah.
There was one time.
Sort of.
He lived.
That was in Reno. You just wanted to watch him die. Quoting Johnny Cash now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know Johnny Cash. Not personally.
Do you remember growing up in Baltimore listening to Prince?
Yeah,
Was
man.
he? Because he's our guy. He's our Minnesota guy.
Absolutely, man. I remember watching Purple Rain, man.
Okay, good.
And seeing the scene by the beach.
Yeah.
It wasn't a beach. It wasn't a lake or a
the
river
water,
or something.
the water,
Lake
something
or something watery.
of Lake Minnetonka.
Oh, yeah.
That's not
right.
Lake Minnetonka. That's great.
What's the worst part about getting a blowjob from Willie Nelson? When the old guy looks up and says, "I'm not Willie Nelson."
How did that feel? That must have been
You
hard,
did a
man.
blowjob joke over a beautiful Prince song talking about trying to unite Baltimore.
Hey, I'm glad he's finally talking about his trauma. Let him go. Let him go.
It's all right. It just happened this morning. I'll get over it.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah. You do kind of look like Willie Nelson. That's a very good point.
I'm not Willie Nelson.
Nah, I know.
All right, we're going to skip through a couple of things that happened overnight, and you feel free to comment, and let's rip this up. Donald Trump, you've heard of him?
Yeah, I heard of that guy, you know.
CBS this morning reporting on his exaggeration, and they're putting the guy to the test about all the lies that he does.
They called me. They want to honor me.
Trump says he might finally share proof today for his controversial claim that the Mexican government is sending criminals across the border.
And
I think the smart people know. I think the streetwise people know. And I think border guards know. Well, you're going to find out if I have evidence. I'm not telling you now, but you're going to find out what I have.
Lots of politicians tell tall tales, but Trump towers over all of them.
Turned out I'm much wealthier than people thought.
Exaggerating about anything from his net worth to his crowd sizes.
We have 15,000 people. The biggest one ever.
After Trump said that, the Phoenix fire marshal noted the venue only holds 4,200.
It goes on.
But that didn't deter the Donald.
Tremendous rally. 15,000 people in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was unbelievable.
So now it becomes reality. If you say it enough, it now becomes reality for everyone. He goes on.
At times, he seems to rely on his own set of statistics.
The real unemployment rate is probably 21%. The real rate is actually 42%.
Pushing back when confronted with facts.
It's a wrong statistic. Go check your numbers. It's totally wrong.
His approach, why go big when you can go bigger?
Iraq was a disaster. I'm the only one that said don't do Iraq. I know the issues better than anybody.
Donald gets out of bed and begins exaggerating, I think probably while he's brushing his teeth.
Tim O'Brien wrote the book Trump Nation.
In the past, when I covered him on One Morning, he might say he was worth $4 to $5 billion, and by the afternoon it was $1.7 billion, and a year later it was $6 billion.
He went bankrupt.
Well, supposedly now he's worth $8 billion. So, come on. Do we really want this guy around the country? Come on.
You know, man. I mean, El Chapo's after him right now. So,
please bring it on.
He wants to team up. He wants to be his vice president.
I'd read that comic book, El Chapo versus Trump. That would be good.
Yeah.
He's not going to win, right? There's no chance.
I don't think there's enough love in the world to
Jesse Ventura.
Just vote Donald Trump in. I just don't see it happening.
How many international squabbles would we get in with this guy storming into the room? Paris, you're a bunch of pussies. Here's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm buying that Eiffel Tower. It's Trump Eiffel Tower now. Anyway.
Yeah, as an American citizen, that would suck. As a comedian, might not be that bad.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be, it's like the Bush era all over again. I'll move to Canada.
Yeah, you'll do well in Canada.
We just have to remind ourselves that last year at this time there were people like Michelle Bachmann who were leading. So this Republican race is just going to get all messy.
Yeah,
it is fun.
Give him enough time to say something like more stupid. But that's the thing about, like, he said all this stupid
McCain's
stuff,
not
but
a
people
hero.
are still. Yeah.
What?
There's nothing left. I mean, he's dug deep in the stupidity.
Yeah, but people are still going with it. So I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, how far does he have to go to say something that people are like, all right, that's enough?
That's bad when you make McCain likable.
Right? Like, I feel bad for McCain.
I've never felt that way before. Right?
Yeah. I mean, now what's he going to do? Punch a nun and still get away with it? There's nothing. It seems like there's nothing he can't do, and he just soars in the numbers. Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He can afford a campaign, though, an amazing campaign. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I just hope he gets to the debate. So from Baltimore, yeah, just get to the debate. That'll be awesome. From Baltimore, you went out to Sacramento.
Yeah, I went to Northern California. Yeah.
Bragger.
Yeah, you know, no, you know what? You just have to get out of Baltimore. It's one of those places that you love it, and then you get out, man. And then I got family, Northern Cali, easy transition. Went to school, you know, and then found comedy. Yeah, you know, went and told some jokes. Had a horrible experience, but us comedians sometimes we like abuse, so we return. And then I just kept going. And that's the key to success in comedy, not quitting.
Yeah.
You don't have to be talented. The guy who does it the longest.
Yeah.
Just don't be the tortoise, not the hare.
Good comedy scene in Sacramento, evidently.
No, it is. It's a lot of guys coming out of Sacramento now. I mean, not necessarily getting huge things, but getting like little things like college conferences and work across the country. And, you know, it's a quality scene, I would say.
How soon from saying, well, I think I shall try comedy in Sacramento to being on Letterman? How quick was that?
Oh, that was a process, man. I was probably like 7-8 years in, which is still great on the scale of it. Yeah. It was fantastic, you know. And I was working here's what people don't know. I was working at a grocery store, like hated this job, man. Like every day hated myself for going, you know.
Grocery store? That's not bad.
That's what you think. I perform on Letterman, man. It airs Friday night. I'm bragging. I'm telling her, not bragging necessarily, but just I'm on TV, and it's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Next morning, I clock in at the grocery store at 7 a.m. Yeah, man, life doesn't change for a while in comedy, man.
Yeah.
It's not back in the
What
day.
was that like? People must have looked at you. Were you that close saying, I quit, or I'm not showing up?
No, I probably worked for about 3 years more after that.
Yeah.
at the
After
grocery store.
Letterman.
After Letterman, man. It's just another TV credit that looks good on paper, which it still does, man. Not a lot of guys did Letterman. So I'm proud of it.
Yeah.
But the reality is you got to find a way to stay interesting, get booked, and make money.
How do they treat you at work then? Do they treat you differently? Or are they first like, oh, you're a star?
No, they hate me a little more because they know I'm closer to leaving, and they hate it also. And
You
they're
think
like,
you special.
Right.
Funny man.
So, yeah, no one wants the next person to leave out of that hateful environment. They love to look at each other and hate it.
Damn him for being
day.
successful.
Could you feel tension between management and you?
They hated
the
me.
guy who's a lifer at the store.
Here's
like,
the thing: I had to
"You
stop
think you're
putting
special?"
dates. I had to stop putting comedy dates on my website because they wouldn't give me the day off, and I was calling in sick.
Really?
So I would call in sick, and
Yeah.
then I would have a show that night, man.
Oh,
and they were
man.
like,
How sick were
looking
you?
at the stuff, you know. So I'm like,
How did you not get fired?
This is what I have to say about that. Why is it when you hate your job, they won't fire you? They wouldn't let me go, man, where I was afraid. I'm like, have I mastered grocery? Like, am I that nice at ringing stuff up, man?
We can't let you go, son. You're too vital to the grocery game.
That whole thing is a metaphor for marriage. I couldn't put my comedy dates on my website. You go, oh, you could be home watching the kids. And then I couldn't get her to hate me. I could not, no matter how successful. See, same thing.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor.
Because you're so goddamn easy to hate. That's weird.
Hey, that hurts, man.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
That hurts.
How soon to The Office?
After Letterman, it was like a year and a half, maybe two later. After Letterman. Yeah.
So you're doing the office and the grocery store.
Let me see. At that point, no, I had quit. I had quit the grocery store, and then I did.
Gonna go work at a warehouse.
So maybe it was 3 years later, right? So, yeah, The Office, man, that was amazing. That crap was cool.
Was it always going to be a reoccurring character, or you just hit it out of the park and they said we got to bring that character
My
back?
first audition was stunning, and I hate auditions. And what happened, man? They gave me like 3 times to do the audition, you know. And
They really wanted you.
It was really cool. So I find out after the audition, they're like, "Yeah, you'll be taping your first episode in 2 weeks." I found out 2 days later, which never happens, man. You know. So I was recording in 2 weeks, and they just boom episode, and they're like, "You're doing this episode," and it was cool. Yeah, man.
Well, people can see online. There's sketches, video movies of you acting. Did that help? Did they know? Okay, this guy can deliver lines, not just.
Who knows what helps?
Yeah.
That's why people need to do everything. If you're in the entertainment business, you do need to be on Instagram. You do need to interview. People need to see your personality and see your talent because they do. That's how casting directors are finding guys now.
Right.
I heard this, that they're looking at Instagram videos and they're like, hey, this guy, we could use him.
He was funny for 15 seconds. Let's put him on TV.
It's really happening like that. This is the social media era right now. Hit me on Twitter, Mike E Winfield.
I need a date tonight. Don't tell my wife. What was that experience like then? Had you been on a set before, an actual working Hollywood set?
Nothing to that level, even close, you know.
So is it hard to maintain your cool? Or are you like...
It was really surreal, and I'll say it because I was a fan of the show.
Oh, yeah.
And then, next thing you know, I'm in the office. So when they're recording in other places, I would walk through the literal office and touch stuff on the desk and move it.
Just move stuff.
And then tell people when they watch my episode, like, watch this. See Stanley Stapler, I put it on the side, you know.
Continuity director hated you.
No,
I was Mike in here.
How many episodes did you get?
2. I did 2 episodes, so it reoccurred once.
It reoccurred. Yeah, it qualifies. Falls under the umbrella of reoccurring. What was a highlight for you doing those 2 episodes?
Man, you know, one of them was seeing Ed Helms act.
Yeah.
And, you know, every actor on that show is talented, but that guy scared me because he was 2 guys in front of me. Like, he would snap in and out of character literally right in front of me.
Oh, he didn't Daniel Day-Lewis. He wasn't always in character?
No, not
he
at
could
all.
be Ed Helms
he was
and then...
himself, then he was his character, but he could do it right in front of you where you
Yeah.
see 2 completely different people,
Ooh.
and it was, like, eerie. I had never seen that.
I've seen that
you
before,
know?
too,
Yeah.
in real life.
Weird.
Yeah, it was
that's
wild.
called schizophrenia, Chuck,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you arrested
yeah.
those people.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Impressive.
Good job.
And did you flub a line or anything? You make everybody have to shut down? You're like, oh, God.
You know what?
They're going to
Looking
find
back-
me out. They're going to realize they hired the wrong guy.
One thing I did that I look back and I realized I was very unprofessional. I was on set and we were just waiting for us to shoot. and I was kind of rehearsing one of my one lines out loud because it was like in my head, some part of me was like, it's all about me right now, you know? And I remember saying this line. I was like, so the old guys left, huh? But I kept saying it out loud, like, so I wouldn't forget it.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, but I'm like, man, that was very inconsiderate because these people had lines too, you know, and I'm just saying mine out loud.
But this one holds the show together.
This is the glue.
You'll see.
And so are you pursuing more of that?
Absolutely. I'm actually, I found a producer to produce my show, Stepman.
Oh,
So,
yes.
Yeah. So it's coming soon. So peep this. My wife is older, and I have a stepson. And it's just cool being a parent to a kid that's close to your age. So I call him Stepman. And that's the show premise right there about the life of me raising an old-ass kid.
Oh,
yeah.
Kid.
Right.
You can't, can you? He's like bullshit. Who
And
you
that's the
tried to?
thing.
An old ass kid.
Yeah.
You call him that?
Yeah, I call him Stepman. Right.
How close
That
is
was
this
the name.
to a thing? Is it in the beginning stages?
It's in the beginning stages, but I mean the process has begun, and I've been
Cool.
trying to do it on my own forever. So it's finally great to see a guy come in. He produced My Wife and Kids. He was a producer on that show, co-creator of Blossom. And he
What?
did some other shows. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
really getting this process rolling, and it's fun, man. And like have your own art visually, you know. We work so hard to do stuff, but people, you know.
One of my best friends in the world, I tell everybody, I don't know if you know this, is Steve Levitan, created Modern Family.
No, word.
Finally, someone I
No
haven't told
kidding.
that to.
I didn't know that.
He was at my wedding. I'm in his wedding. He's a good friend, yeah. I could
Now,
call
what
him
did
right
he
now.
do again?
He created Modern Family.
No kidding.
It's a
Wow.
funny,
The
it's a
things you
funny
find
show,
out about
right?
someone.
It's an amazing show, man. That I had a buddy. He was on an episode or two, man. He auditioned and everything, and yeah, that's great, man. It's
He
like-
likes the comedies. He's got, what are the guys from Key and Peele? He had a reoccurring bit on there.
Oh, Key and Peele.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's either Key or
Michael
Peele.
Keaton
One of the two.
and
It's either
Peele.
Key.
Yeah, the shorter one. He had a reoccurring
Yeah, that's either Key or Peele.
I was just
Yeah.
in an audition with him for some new movie they have. Key and Peele have a
Yeah.
movie coming
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't land it. I know that.
Sorry.
But
I didn't get it, but I was there.
You gave it the old
you're on a
college
radar.
try.
You're on a radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So can you talk more about the show? Will you be in it, starring, or are you just producing it based on
No.
you?
I probably at this point I still can play myself. I can still
Yeah.
play Step
Uh-huh.
Mike.
Oh, you got to.
So that's where. who
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna be in
awesome.
it. Yeah.
You got to you got to be the Ray Romano of your show.
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's awesome.
absolutely, man. That's all they're looking for is some guy.
Can I play the
that's
step
funny.
kid?
Yeah, you
'Cause
want
that
to?
would- Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
How
uncomfortable.
much older is your wife?
You know, it's
Roughly older.
Are you married to Martha Stewart?
absolutely the Black Martha Stewart.
Does it
You
matter?
dodged that question. I don't blame you.
No. Look at this. Look at that guy. I can compare. Oh,
It's Archie Bunker.
Just went, no, it was right before him. I'm not going to bring it up.
All
But
right,
anyway,
fine.
she's only like 8 years. But it's exaggerated and
Yeah.
and
That's like my mom and dad. My mom's like 7 years older than my dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and when I was making fun of her, it's like when dad was in kindergarten. You had your permit.
That is unusual, and why? But it's okay for dudes. But somehow, when the roles were reversed, people were like, "Huh?"
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I guess so. You know, Pops was, "Nah, I had a game, boy. What you talking about? She was a grown ass woman."
Right? She saw something in your dad that said, "All right, he's mature enough."
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
Was
yeah,
he?
I guess so.
Where was he?
I
at?
guess so.
Where was he at in his life? Was he playing?
He was. Yeah, he
Sports?
was just. He was just out of college, so he was probably in Cleveland or Cincinnati or somewhere. So you know, like he had that signing bonus money.
Yeah, he was a professional athlete.
They didn't have any money back then. It was the 70s.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
There's no.
How's that pension working for you, Greg Senior?
I don't know. I guess it's all right. He's got a Cadillac. He seems to be doing okay.
You
lucky.
He's got an old
Wish
Cadillac.
I had a Cadillac.
He got an old Cadillac.
Yeah, but he's got fresh golf clothes every time I
Yeah,
see
I
him.
know.
He's
Yeah,
dressed
that is
like
that is true, man. He's the hardest person in the world to shop for. You just give him golf stuff. Oh, thanks, man. That's it.
So California's on fire. This is also overnight, but that's not unusual. It seems it's a 4-year
Unusual.
drought. That's kind of unusual. So this
Yeah,
is
man. If
Tinder
anyone
box.
listening can ship some water over to California, we'll take it.
We have 10,000 lakes. We'll give you a lake. We got
Please.
extra.
Is there some type of tunnel or funnel?
Yeah, we'll get
We'll get El Chapo's
El
tunnel
Chapo to
to
do a
funnel some
tunnel.
water.
Here's the update from California. It's the Napa Valley. Ooh.
So they're on.
This has potential to be a major incident based on the fire behavior right now.
Emergency responders feared the fire would move quickly, and it did, ballooning to thousands of acres in a matter of hours.
Super dry vegetation, 4 years of drought's not helping us any. The winds keep changing and shifting direction.
The threat forced cattle and horses to flee.
Vehicle accident. Spread to the vegetation.
According to CAL FIRE, the wildfire may have been sparked by a car accident
Car
on
accident.
Wednesday afternoon.
We got to go back down.
Cell phone video captured what is thought to be the aftermath of the
Can you
accident.
imagine it? Dad, I got into a car accident. Oh, and then I started a huge raging fire.
I was only texting
It was a
Brittany.
car resting in dry brush on the side of the road, overtaken by flames. Scott Ruser is evacuating his Winters area home.
We just grabbed the things that were important to us. Our dog, the rest is in God's hands.
Yeah, see.
How dry is the climate when a car accident will set the state on fire?
Exactly. That's what I've... See, in Minnesota, we've got our 30 below. But you guys in California, you've got fires and earthquakes, man.
Yeah,
I think I'll take the 30 below.
Hey, though, that earthquake thing, one in every 7 years, a couple people fall through the cracks and we keep going.
I saw San Andreas. I know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
Did you see it?
No, the movie.
The
you
Rock's movie, San Andreas?
No.
Entirely
I
a
haven't
truthful
seen it
movie.
yet.
Is it on Netflix?
No, not
Probably
yet.
heading there soon by the end of the year. No, it came out earlier this year. I'm like, how can Hollywood make this? Supposedly, according to real science, the big one is supposed to be hitting within the next couple of decades.
So I should take my family on the road now.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want to go to Milwaukee?
And they've used all their CGI muscle to make the most realistic looking destruction of L.A. and San Francisco and
That sounds exciting.
scary.
It is
Why
exciting.
can't it hurt like Boise or something? We need
Boise.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, move the film industry to Boise. That makes sense. Let's do that.
No, move the earthquakes to Boise.
I think the film industry. I like the Boise sign up on the hill, and that can start falling in every movie. Perfect.
There's wildfires out there all the time, though, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, that's just the thing.
Yeah.
Vineyards being burnt up all the time, burnt wine.
Don't burn up the wine, man.
Yeah, it's like normal now, man.
I'll take my wine burnt, please. Have you ever done the Napa tour out there?
I actually have, man, because what happens when you get booked on some comedy shows, they line up stuff for you. So, yeah, we'll go get faded, take a nap, and be up by 8 for the show.
Isn't that crazy? I'm not a wine drinker, but I did a vacation out there in the wine country twice, Sonoma in the wine country. I bellied up. I'm like, I'll taste that.
You got it. Yeah.
It's a good experience,
It's
man.
awesome.
It's like, why not? And
Yeah.
women love it. Oh,
Yeah.
man, set it up.
Oh my God, this really has legs.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
set
really
up a Hennessy
good.
tour.
The
Can we
Hennessy
go to
tour.
the? Can we go to the Hennessy tour? That would
The
be
Hennessy
fun.
tasting tour.
Hennessy tasting, the Crown Royal tasting tour. That would be something I would really love.
I think that would work, man. Women love anything that you pre-planned.
Right?
'Cause
That's
that
it.
means
Ah.
you put the effort in it,
Right.
even if it is a Hennessy tasting tour.
Hennessy tasting tour.
Honey Hennessy. He's so romantic.
Now, we had, I'm thinking Sacramento, we had Jesse Ventura as our governor for a moment. As a comedian, what was it like having Arnold as your governor out there?
A lot of people doing impressions of him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah. He'd
Yeah,
probably-
that was it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people.
Dude,
doing
Because he has like an
Isn't
accent,
KJ?
right?
KJ is the or was the mayor.
Yeah.
Mayor of Sacramento. Man.
Yeah,
that was cool.
Kevin
too,
Johnson, former basketball player.
Oh, really?
For the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he kind of rubbed some people the wrong way a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can dunk on Olajuwon 20 years ago, but in the reality of it, yeah, man, people weren't feeling him by the end of it. They're not liking him right now. And,
Yeah.
that's the risk getting into politics.
Yeah.
It's like that.
What
And comedy.
We're going to take just a brief moment. Can you stick around for like another 20? I know you got On the Fly coming
Eric
up.
knows. Eric knows what I can do. Yeah,
Your guy?
yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Thank
We'll
you,
be
Eric.
right back.
The Twin Cities Hit Show. We'll be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005.
Hey everybody, my name is Joan Vorderbruggen, and I want you to tune into my new weekly podcast, Joan of Art, on the Alive and Social Network. Each week on Joan of Art, we will interview some of the most talented artists from across the Twin Cities. I'm talking painters, costume designers, filmmakers, poets. There's going to be something for everybody. You can find the Joan of Art podcast at www.aliveandsocial.com or look on Facebook for Joan of Art Podcast. Tune in weekly to Joan of Art as we investigate and celebrate people who make art.
The Rusty Gatenby Review is the entertaining show about entertainment from movies, music, and more. Award-winning TV guy Rusty Gatenby and his review is the podcast with the biggest cast in entertainment, part of the Alive and Social Network. You can get that Minnesota connection to Hollywood and beyond any time of the day or night simply by clicking on the RustyGatenbyReview.com. That's the RustyGatenbyReview.com, part of the Alive and Social Network.
The one and only Chart House. Your destination, whether dining for two, drinks with friends, or making up for that night with friends. Join us at the Chart House for brunch, dinner, or drinks.
Hi, I'm Josh Rupert, and I'd like to invite you to my restaurant, and I'll buy half your dinner. Go to charthouserestaurant.com to find out more.
Visit charthouserestaurant.com today for your special offer. And then come visit Chart House in person. Your table is waiting.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it fast 3 times. We just dare you.
Just heard the Chart House. We got another show this afternoon, Chuck.
Yeah, we do.
Our summer series continues down there in Lakeville at the fabulous Chart House.
Yeah.
We encourage you to hop in the blue and white taxi to pre-plan your ride. They'll have it all set up. You only have to whip out your wallet. Or like Chuck always says, oh, I left it at home. Can you get me? I'll get you next time.
That's been known to happen.
Like every time.
Yeah, been known to happen.
So, make it a great night. Log on to Blue and White. Or take the Blue and White to Acme tonight or through...
Why not?
Through Sunday? When is the last night?
Last night is 2 shows on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
And Saturday night, I say buy your tickets now and just save yourself the inconvenience of having to wait in line. It's going to be a busy night.
Okay.
And it's going to be extraordinary.
Now, how does that work?
Extraordinary.
And be honest. Is the first show the one that sucks then, or is it the second one? Which one is the better show?
Neither one suck on Saturday night.
Yeah, Acme fills with both shows.
And it's because Saturday night, most people didn't have to work that day. So they don't come with hate and rage. So they planned out their day, and they were able to get there on time. They didn't have to drop off kids.
Yeah, you don't got to worry about the babysitters. Yeah. Friday, it becomes a struggle bus sometimes, that late Friday show.
Because they're exhausted?
Can be the one, Friday, they're drunk a lot. They come drunk already because they hate stuff.
Because they hate stuff.
Yeah.
There's a video that went viral with you and a guy who's like passed out in the front row. What was his story?
Man, I wish I'd have known his story a little bit more because from what I got, it looked like he had just left 2 other jobs.
And then did like a handful of lewds.
Yeah, he did something. Something was in his system as well. And the front of the show is where he like passes out, man.
Yeah,
like,
right up front. Cool.
And you go down into the crowd. Now he's becoming your bit.
Yeah, and the great part about this, what you don't see in this video, is the audience was on board. Like they were helping me. I had to untangle the wire cord. They were helping untangle the cord. They were like,
dick on his face. He's asleep.
man.
I got a Sharpie.
They wanted this guy to go down.
That's hilarious.
So if you go to the YouTubes and plug in Mike E Winfield's name, that video comes up. I think first. I think that got a lot of hits.
It's called Sleeper. Right,
it's hilarious.
Passed out. His name's Ruben. We can't find him now. Know whatever happened to Ruben?
Yeah,
Ruben, if you're out there, call in.
He went into a deep sleep. deep.
Fall asleep on one of my shows again.
Oh, man.
Hey, speaking of comedy, how about that Bill Cosby?
What you got on that, G?
Here's the latest this morning. It sounds like there will be another deposition. Check it out.
This case is 41 years old.
So there's a new case that he's going to evidently.
That's not a new case.
Well, no, I mean, right. You're right. You're sounding.
41
It's 40 years old. There's a new deposition about this case here.
It's brought by a woman who was 15 at the time, who says that she was sexually abused by him at the Playboy Mansion.
Well,
and it happens that she's.
What's a 15-year-old doing at the Playboy Mansion?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it's time to check IDs at the Playboy Mansion.
No,
right?
honey, this sounds like a great opportunity for you. You should go.
Bunch of men. Doesn't matter if she's at the Playboy Mansion. You can't give her drugs and rape her. Anyway, go on.
Says that she had what we call repressed memory. What we've heard about that is in the context usually of the priest cases. You had kids who allegedly were abused by priests. And
those priests.
And it took decades for them to actually remember it and understand that their injuries in life were caused by this molestation. So here, this woman, Ms. Huff, says that she could not connect up her psychological injuries with what happened from Bill Cosby. And Gloria Allred files that case. It's gone up, just about this, up to the California Supreme Court. Supreme Court has decided not to get involved.
Thank you.
So the case is going forward.
Supreme Court could have stopped it. They said, no, let it go.
Many people would say it was pretty remarkable. Cosby says, by the way, his defense to that is, she tried to extort me for more money, and he claims that she tried to sell this story to a tabloid years before the 3-year statute. So the court's letting it go forward. That deposition room is not going to be pretty.
I think why did Cosby just say he's got repressed stuff? Like, I don't remember giving her the pills. She did something to me.
One thing he doesn't have is repressed semen. That shit is everywhere.
He gets out, but I'd like to let everyone know that's listening right now that Bill Cosby is untouchable. You can talk all the crap you want. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing is going. No one's even talking about prison or jail. So what are we talking about? Taking his star away? You can't take his star away because you're mad. It doesn't work that way.
I disagree. I think his star has been taken away.
No, his star, but I mean like his Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Oh, yeah.
People really are posing by it now. Like, look at this.
It's just a sad way to end what was a legendary career
we kind
comedy.
of knew Cosby was a creep.
I never knew that.
White people just found out, but black people been mad at Cosby for a long time.
Jimmy Walker just came out saying, duh. He's on record somewhere.
J.J. Walker, yeah.
That's because he's looking for money.
He is. He's sick of working in Eau Claire.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Eau Claire?
Nothing.
No. He did have kind of a fall from fame, or if he ever was.
I mean,
famous.
he's so funny.
Go ahead.
Letterman liked JJ. Letterman would have JJ all the time, but I never quite got it.
No,
I found him kind of irritating.
No,
Jimmy Walker was hilarious in Good Times. He was very funny, man. He carried the show in a lot of ways, man. He just unfortunately missed the cutoff line where you need lawyers and stuff so you can get residuals.
Yeah,
because I don't know who
He's
else
doing handshake deals
from the '70s is touring.
Right,
I would
like,
pay
I
for him
see
and
a
Screech
70-year-old dude
from the '80s and him Screech and who?
Who Screech?
Yeah.
JJ was the
like,
70s.
Yeah, get your money up,
so
man.
One from the 70s, one from the 80s, and
remember Dusty? Oh, what was his name? No, I don't even want to go into this.
Did I
Michael,
do that?
No, Michael J. Fox's best friend in Family Ties.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Price. He was Dusty.
He wasn't quite to JJ's level, though.
No, but you can see him on the road.
Really?
Yeah. He's got sound cues. Yeah, so Bill Cosby, yeah.
I mean, Bill Cosby's touring. He's from then, but look where he's working. He's working theaters, getting heckled by people now.
I don't think is he still touring? Did he try? I know he tried it.
He could buy his own facility if he really wants to perform.
Yeah, he could Tyler Perry it.
with nice couches, I bet.
Absolutely. You know, he's just, people don't, you're not allowed to endorse people now. So you can't say I'm going to have Cosby show here. You can't say I'm throwing this football camp for Ray Rice now.
Yeah.
There's things you're not allowed to endorse.
What could Ray Rice endorse?
We all know Hanes t-shirts.
There you go.
Specific ones.
These
Specific
white,
ones.
nice tank top
sleeveless.
Yeah. Security cameras. Trust me, they work. Get these. They're the best.
That's actually awesome. That would work.
But the poor guy needs a job right now, so we got to find him something.
Get your Ray Rice security cameras.
Ray Rice security cameras. Wow.
Those would sell. What is he doing? He's done. No.
I don't know, man. There'll be some. He is 30 and
he's not going to get picked up.
Nah, he's going to have to go to Canada. Which ain't a bad thing.
Do they not care about domestic violence in Canada?
I don't think so, man. Because, they let Chad Johnson go there after he headbutted that girl.
Oh, yeah. That's
allegedly headbutted that girl. And it wasn't on camera. That's what sucks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you got to have to do something. I hope he didn't blow all his money.
Adrian Peterson's suiting up again.
As he should have been.
Yeah. The camp starts next week. Is it out? Yeah.
Yeah, they're starting soon.
So you guys like him here?
Yeah,
so you like him? Yeah. Even with the whole...
It wasn't a thing. It wasn't.
Going to Dallas wasn't a thing?
Well, it's
complicated.
He said that.
Oh, okay.
But he's here.
Okay.
Like, I know everyone's talking that stuff, but he's here. Right? I know they're gonna try to boo, but once he gets that first touchdown, we're glad you're back.
That is true. If once he gets the first touchdown, it'll be all excited. But yeah, no, it was complicated. It was rough here for a while.
It was dumb on both sides. Like AP could have came out very differently and just said something. Hey, listen, I understand what happened. I want to go take some counseling and blah blah blah. I want to thank you for standing besides me. Because like that whole going off on the Minnesota Vikings thing, that wasn't hot. Because the Vikings have covered a lot of your crap.
He did a Twitter rant with all this cryptic.
Yeah. Well, he's been saying that for years though. Like, that's the one thing he's been saying, like, talking about the modern day slavery and stuff. He's been talking that and talking about guaranteed contracts. But I think he's looking at basketball. You can't give guaranteed contracts in football. It's too many people. Yeah. You get hurt. Like, that's the point of the job is that, hey, you see that guy? Hurt him. All right? I don't know.
Ouch.
He'll be all right. Yeah, I'm excited for the season, man.
I know. There's potential.
Yeah.
We got our Twins going to the World Series. The Vikings going to the Super Bowl.
T-Wolves going to the finals.
We got a number one pick in the NBA. Take that, Sacramento.
We got the WNBA.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Sacramento. You know what? We have a great team. Sacramento Kings are piecing together some magic.
Rondo. You got Rondo.
No. We just got Seth Curry.
Oh, yeah. You guys did bring up Seth Curry.
We brought him up.
He had that hot game in the summer league. He scored 38 points. He got $5 million.
Yeah, let's sign this guy.
Chef Curry with the pop.
Also overnight,
you guys could kind of celebrate in that win a little bit, right? Because it is Northern California representative with the Warriors a little bit, right? As long as it's not the Lakers.
Yeah, and we have the one thing that can stop Steph Curry. Mm-hmm. Brotherly love.
Come on, man. Come on. Please, miss a shot. Miss a shot. I want mama to cheer at my game.
Don't do this to me, Steph. Come on, man.
I'm going to show your diary.
All right.
What is Kevin Garnett going to be like next season? He's just going to walk out and wave and then sit back down.
Yeah, he's going to be the same dude.
Hey, anything is possible. Does anybody else remember that?
Yeah. He was so excited.
It's true.
I guess you're right, Kevin. Right. Like on the basketball court. That was the thing that they left out. They left that bleep out. Anything's possible on the basketball court when you have 5 All-Stars on your team.
Yeah. So also overnight, I know you guys fly a lot with your gig. A whole plane of people became sick, and they don't know why.
Hey, let's not talk about it. Maybe a couple people got to get on plane soon.
Do you? Well, maybe they'll have it figured out. Hold on.
They've got several sick passengers. 6 passengers have passed out. Several more are ill.
Then the man directly behind me started passing out, and then other people started passing out, and there was people vomiting and dizzy, and it was very unpleasant.
Who boarded the plane from a
spokesperson
Mexican
for United Airlines says the crew then decided to deploy the plane's oxygen masks. Jason Pedruzzi took this picture of himself and his daughter Victoria.
It was scary, and it was I just wanted everyone to be okay.
There was some adult men that were visibly shaken.
Somebody
also on board was WWE superstar Sheamus.
That's what I was trying to say.
Writing, "Not many brave lads when the masks drop from overhead."
Sheamus is talking crap.
The only information I got is there was smoke in the aircraft. Is that a true statement?
Local firefighters boarded the plane upon landing and tweeted, "No smoke in the aircraft. Smoke report came from deployment of the oxygen mask, dusty, and powder from storage."
We're still not sure the nature of what exactly happened. But the people that were feeling poorly are feeling better now that they're all on oxygen.
I don't think it's a big deal. You're still on an airplane.
Right. It would be weird if people start passing out and vomiting, though. I'm like, okay,
By the time you wake up, sometimes, like, don't you wish you could fall asleep on an airplane and just
pass
never
out.
can? All right? You can't fall asleep until you start descending. Like, I wish I would have vomited and passed out on the extension.
Have you ever been that guilty person, though, that gross human being who has the gas, and you're like, I gotta hope they think it's somebody else.
And it sits in the cushion forever because of that pressure, and then you finally get up to go to the bathroom, and that's when it comes up.
Yeah. I guess the
I don't
worst
speak
part of
from
that is when it's only two of you, so you both know.
It wasn't me. Could have been the guy in front of us. I'm like, what is going on with that guy? Oh, and he did it again. That guy in front of us.
Every time I flew out of Atlanta, it was just I had to stop at Popeyes. I was like, I know this is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be horrible over Chicago. But I needed that extra biscuit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I like flying. You don't like flying?
No, I like flying. I just don't like hearing about stories about. I thought it was going to be something else, so I can deal with that.
Oh, I could deal with illness. And
well, they don't know why everyone started passing out and throwing up.
It's actually pretty scary. People are passing out.
Oh, come on. Man up, Mike.
On a flight.
Man up.
Is this some sort of ISIS dry run? Is this the ISIS
Maybe they're trying to check
summer
it out.
camp? Just take a little of this powder and open it up and see what happens.
I want you to be well rested when you return.
Next time it's going to be a whole handful of crap we're going to throw around.
Yeah, maybe anthrax. That is messed up. Did they say what airline it was?
They did not.
Probably
well, they
Spirit.
did. Yeah, I don't know.
This Seamus was on it.
Ebola XL.
No, it was. Yeah, it definitely wasn't Spirit because that little girl, she sounded way too enthusiastic to be on an airplane and white. You don't
Spirit
see young
wouldn't
white
be that
children
way?
on Spirit. Hell no.
I think it was a flight out of the Middle East. It was Airlines.
I didn't say that. ISIS.
Neither did Mike E Winfield.
Yep.
I could be wrong. Maybe not. Maybe it was not.
You said all that Donald Trump shit, but not that one.
Chuck, do you got anything in the world of crime, being the former cop? And
I brought nothing today because I thought we'd be talking about Mike the whole time. I got nothing for you.
Fine then. What kind of stuff is in your set? You mentioned your wife.
Yeah, I talk about that quite a bit.
She doesn't care? She's not like, stop it.
She might be, but it's entertaining and interesting, and that's what people pay for.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we all live this life. I mean, there's so many people that come to the show and relate. There's so many people that, married and divorced, and that's exciting stuff. Hey, 37 million people are afraid right now their name's going to get released on the Ashley Madison website.
Yeah.
37 million?
No kidding.
Hey.
There's two in this room.
Hey, at least.
That is a great story.
I went to the show last night. It was a great show. Make sure that you go see it. I was LOLing. I was laughing out loud. And comics
Luckily, you
really
laugh
don't.
quietly, so no one.
Nah, this is like there are guttural laughs. Like the person next to me was looking, and you know how comics are. We, don't like to laugh at other people's stuff, but it was.
This guy makes you laugh.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
thank you.
Yes, it was a
Hey,
fun.
man,
It was a fun show.
That's a big deal because he's right, man. It's comics, man. We've seen a lot.
Yeah.
So we kind of can recognize when something's funny, but it's very rare when we're like, express it.
Yeah,
So
like
that's cool, man.
like after the show. No, that was cool.
You
were just laughing in the back.
It's a fun show. I suggest everybody go out and see it, man. It's
At
really talented.
Acme, one of the great spots in the nation, right here in Minneapolis. So we got to embrace it and love it.
And the
In
laugh last night.
Oh man!
One woman almost died.
This lady literally almost died, man. She just couldn't stop laughing to the point she had to leave.
Oh wow!
She left because she couldn't stop laughing in her group, and they took
Yeah,
her. And
they
she was gone.
Yeah, it was legit like 3-5 minutes.
At
Like
least, right. And I couldn't continue the show.
Yeah.
Because I addressed it, and she was laughing, and I couldn't just go into jokes, and everyone hears this lady
Could you shut up? I'm trying to get through my set.
I think I tried
she
that.
kept laughing. And then she was like, "Oh, is he talking to me?" Like, "Oh, you know what? This is
There is no better feeling than that. There's none. I I can't imagine.
Yeah, killing somebody with laughter. That'd be great. I had a seizure happen once. That was great.
Well, that's nice.
Right? She was right in the front row.
Full on seizure? That's awesome.
It was fun.
I had someone throw up.
Joke you too.
This is someone throw up at table 1. That was my claim to fame. Front table, right in front of the stage. The whole front of the room cleared out. So that was good. That was really good timing. Yeah.
Awesome.
That stink had to have been clearing out the room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole. I think I was clearing out the room before that.
Thanks for bringing that
up. Chuck.
Chuck comedy.
So, Mike E, who makes you laugh out loud?
Man,
besides Greg Coleman,
of course, right?
That blazing 30 seconds I did last night.
You know who I like, man, is I like JB Smoove. I don't know if you see this guy like live.
Yeah.
It's like an experience.
Oh, really?
Man. He's one of those guys where like
his delivery, the way he talks,
his delivery, man, his act outs, he goes way out, and like it gets me there, man. And
he's a funny human being.
Yeah, he's just like one of those people, man, that's on the naturally funny list, and you just entertaining like that. He's one guy. Out Loud, man, is a tough one.
He's showing up in movies too, JB.
Yeah.
See, is he funnier on stage? Because I saw him in Curb Your Enthusiasm. I saw him on Last Comic Stand.
I thought he was great in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
See, I didn't like him at all.
You didn't like him on Curb?
I like the whole premise.
Come on, LD. Come on, LD. Let's go get that jersey, LD.
I love the whole premise of it, and I thought he was hilarious. Speaking of...
I met him at a golf tournament. Hilarious dude.
Oh, see, yeah, I believe that.
Very funny.
Speaking of hilarious... Oh, wait, no, not hilarious. I screened Pixels last night, Adam Sandler's movie.
Oh, really?
I'll be giving it the full review on WCCO Friday morning, mid-morning, but... if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, you can already smell the tidal wave of opinion.
Oh.
But that guy has made $3.9 billion, his movies. And if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, the average score is like below 30%. Quite a few of them are 7%. So a lot of turds, according to the movie reviewers.
According to them, but what'd you say? 3.9 billion.
Almost $4 billion.
That sounds like success to me.
Grown Ups got trashed. It's his #1 box office.
Grown Ups is funny.
Grown Ups 2 got trashed. Both those movies.
I thought they were both.
You liked them.
Yeah, I actually liked both of those movies. I thought they were entertaining.
Did you like Grown Ups?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I watched them with my mom.
Oh,
so
well, see right there. That changes everything.
I do. Here's what I do like. I like that he is loyal, and he has his posse of people that reoccur in his movies.
Mike, can I be in your posse?
Hey, man, you in, man.
Yes!
There you go.
You heard it here first.
Stepman. You could be the neighbor.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. The guy who he comes
over.
over.
I got a better role for him.
What
man.
would it be?
He'd be the baby daddy. Me and him got beef.
Oh,
right. Because I spend his child support checks on like jewelry and clothes. So he secretly hates me.
Hey, thanks for the check. Well, you still got spinners. It's 2015. Because I want to waste your money.
This is a good show. I'm not kidding. That's a good show. That is a good show. Do you watch, what is the ABC show, Blackish, that's on, I think, just after Modern Family? It's getting good reviews.
I hear that. I'm waiting for it to come to Netflix so I can watch it all at once.
Yeah.
Waiting every week.
Do the
just
binge.
too much now.
Yep. You got to keep track of that.
Commercials.
That's a good show. I like anything Tracy Ross is on. Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
Diana Ross's daughter.
Is that? Oh, that's Diana Ross's daughter.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. She's got talent. She's funny too.
She is funny. She's very funny.
Yeah, hilarious. Very funny on Facebook and Twitter.
It's funny. I saw Diana Ross last summer at a Pacer event. It's a charity event, a gala. So they had to spend big money. I mean, it's Diana Ross. I mean, I was telling my kids are like, Diana who? So I went to the YouTube, showed them the Super Bowl halftime show that she performed at.
Yeah, Beyonce before Beyonce.
Yeah, the New York show where the rain was coming down, but that didn't let her stop her from, ain't no mountain high enough. You know, she's singing in the rain, all this stuff. And it's full of, well, the theater, I'm like, oh, God, I hope they turn the lights off because it was only like half full for Diana Ross. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
When you're Diana Ross.
It's been a long time, though.
To her credit, she performed like it was the Super Bowl halftime.
She still got paid.
Man, that's how you gotta perform, though, man. You gotta give it your all.
Did you see the video of Brandy? She was on the subway.
Oh, no love.
No love at and then so I was like, maybe you should try harder. Right? Like he's like, you got to do something to set yourself apart. But it's like Brandy's still a talented, amazing voice. She's still a great singer.
You know, man,
But,
nothing's
no one just
handed to
stopped.
you.
Yeah.
Nothing's handed to you in the game. You can't just get on a subway and expect them to just love you.
Was that a planned thing? I missed this. She gets on the subway and
Just starts singing.
Yeah.
And like no one stops and like no one even recognizes as Brandy. Like granted, you know, she had stuff on, but I was like, she still, you know, that's the voice.
They said someone yelled out, "Are you Ray J's brother?" Sister.
That's Ray J's sister. That's how it changed. Like Ray J throws girls in pools.
Yeah. So
He's a
work for
creepy
you
little
too.
man. I met him. He's funny,
really?
but he's a little creepy. He's like, I'm an animal.
All right, you gotta skip out. I know you're gonna go do the Tony Fly show.
Yeah, excitement.
In fact, Tony Fly's gonna be on our show this afternoon.
He'll be on the patio.
Right,
Yeah, it's a
Come
good
on down
show.
to the Chart House and have a 3rd Street Brew House before your show. Lakeville's only like half hour south.
Okay.
So worth your time.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'll buy you dinner.
Hey, man, thank you. Do they have vegetarian?
Yeah, well, yeah, they'll throw some broccoli on a plate for you.
All right, I'm with it. I'm with it.
And where are you performing?
I'll be in
Greg Coleman.
I'll be in Vancouver next week.
Nice.
In Montreal the following, and New York after that. So
nice.
Be gone a little bit in August.
You know what? I'm going to Grateful Dead you. I'm just going to go on tour and just be in the front row.
All right, let's roll.
And I will sleep and vomit.
On the planes next to me. Not to Vancouver. That's a long flight. You can barf to Montreal. That's like...
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in. Mike E, good luck.
Thank
that
you.
show, it's got to happen. Your TV show.
Yeah,
got to happen.
Yeah.
All on it. This is a good year.
Spending my money.
You can see him at Acme, 2 shows on Saturday night, now through Saturday, Acme Comedy Club, or tune into Tony Fly tonight. Do both. God damn it. Do both. All right. And Chuck, we got the Chart House. 5:30 with
p.m.
Tony Fly till 6:30, and then we'll have live music. So come on and join us. Hop in your blue and white taxi and come on down to the Chart House, all right? There ain't no mountain high enough to get you there. I don't even know what I was
keep you
saying.
from there.
To keep you from there. Thank you, Greg.
Wow.
Yeah. The only mountain there is Buck Hill, and you can get around
it's
that
a small
mountain.
With a little work, yeah, it's doable.
All right. We'll see you this afternoon.